we have Live Law as partners, and there's Bar and Bench, and there's live tweeting now of every, hearing, and you're quoted, you can be, even an observation by a judge can make front page headlines, can be a trending hashtag, can be, a source of a meme. So that scrutiny and the 24/7 coverage, especially on social media, what's happening in the courts, we welcome that. But is that changing the way judges are conducting themselves in terms of even observations, how they write a verdict?
See, two things about it. Personally speaking, I developed art of ignoring what media says. That's the best strategy for a judge.
Can one really ignore, though? I always wonder. Because you obviously look at...
I will tell you an interesting thing. I go to judicial academies. I went to a judicial academy where I have interactive sessions. There was a session judge who conducted a trial, a relatively small district place, but for that place the trial was very important. So he said, sir, even before recording of evidence, somebody said that this judge is going to acquit the accused. So what do? I said, don't worry. There will be other media people who will say that judge is bound to convict the accused. So don't go by that. One serious thing about this live reporting, I want to say something. We as judges, I have a case. Somebody is arguing a case. Sometimes suppose I am hearing a petition, the Article 32 petition. I don't decide after reading the case at home. Sometimes I indicate what is against the petitioner. And in so many words, maybe very strong words. The idea is to bring best out of that lawyer. But he must know what is against him. But due to this live tweeting, what happens is that what just said is projected. And then after a few days you say that judge has decided exactly other way around.
The opposite.
Because the reason, this is the process. If I want to get best out of the lawyer, I must express my view. This is my prima facie view. Prima facie I am against you. Only if I say that, then lawyer will be able to effectively argue that. That's one thing. So to that see, those who belong to legal fraternity, they don't get carried away by this live tweeting. But lay persons, even highly educated lay persons, they sometimes get influenced, but I am not bothered about it. I have only one worry about media. Many cases I have seen. One classic illustration I want to give you. Not that I hardly any occasion to watch TV, but the day judgment in NJSC case was pronounced, it was 1,000-page judgment. NJSC judgment, 1,000-page judgment. At 11 o'clock I put on some news channel. There were lawyers who are analyzing that judgment. Is it physically possible for anybody to go through 1,000 pages?
That is the peril of 24/7 TV, and I think it's not, you are not the only victim of that.
My only worry is, see, I have seen two reporters, Madam Indira Jaisim will know, two reporters in Bombay High Court. After the judgment was pronounced, they used to go to library. They used to cross-check all references, they refer to all judgments which are referred in the judgment, and then say something about the judgment. So that's the only area of concern. When important judgments are pronounced, before it is fully studied, comments are offered.
Professor Guru, good, bad, what do you make of this 24/7 scrutiny, live tweeting, live analysis? Is it good in a way that everyone's on their toes and careful about the words they use, how they frame their sentences?
Today, you are in such a great hurry that you want to rush to the conclusion rather than reaching to the conclusion. And we are just doing some kind of 2 minutes Maggie thinking. So I don't know, that would really help a very serious legal practice in this country. You need to have some kind of it's called, infrastructure of thinking. You require to spend a little more time and read this book and how it is carefully and diligently done by all the 24 authors. I don't think there's any option to this short-circuiting of your argument through media and digital things. So I'm against AI, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can I add something
Yes, please
about
go
live
ahead.
tweeting? There's one.
I'm a fan of live tweeting. I must say, I really appreciate Live Law and Bar and Bench
Right.
quickly telling me what's happening. So then, but please go ahead.
See, there is one good feature of live tweeting. suddenly people who don't have cases in the court have realized that court is something very interesting.
Yes, it's got the public interested. That is. What do you think? Do you think? But on the central question of does it? You think it's changing the way judges are wording what they're writing, their observations?
No. I think the court is a theatre of performance. There can't be any doubt. And some judges, some lawyers will use that space to perform. It's a human tendency. We've had lawyers who make an argument, then turn around, actually literally physically turn around to seek approval. I know Justice, they'll all know whom I'm referring to. But this is true. It's a human tendency. Today now those clips, the live streaming clips are all being used in YouTube. Somebody says angry judge, brilliant argument, and that kind of a thing. It's inevitable. I think in a democratic space, this kind of a thing will happen.
Do you welcome that? You think that's...
I think it's part of that churning itself. When you open up court spaces, these things are bound to happen. But we should be able to rise above this and be able to handle it. In fact, one of the judges giving a dressing down to an IAS officer saying you did not come in your jacket. And it did have a backlash. And I think it was important for people to know that some judges think like that. So I'm just saying it's better that some of these things happen. But we should learn as a media, whether it's social media or others, not to over-sensationalize it and put it in a context. Otherwise, it gets distorted. So this kind of a caution we need to have.